If you want to automate your email workflow without doing everything manually, Zapier is one of the easiest tools to get started with. In this video, I'll show you how to use Zapier for email automation step by step so you can connect apps, create a workflow, test it, and publish it with confidence. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software guides. Let's begin by going to Zapier in your browser. Once you're on the homepage, look for the Create button and click it. This is where Zapier lets you build new automations, also called Zaps. After that, choose Zap Workflows. That will open the workflow builder where you can set up your trigger and action. Now, you're inside the editor, and the first thing you need to do is set up your trigger. Click on Trigger to begin. A trigger is the event that starts your automation. For example, this could be a new row in Google Sheets, a new email, or a form submission. For this tutorial, search for and select an app, like Sheets, as your trigger app. Once you select the app, Zapier will ask you to choose an event. Pick the event that matches what you want the automation to do. Then connect your account when prompted. This login step is important because Zapier needs permission to access the app data and watch for new activity. After your trigger is ready, move on to the action step. Click on Action because this is what happens after the trigger is detected. For email automation, search for and select Gmail. Gmail is one of the most common action apps because it lets you send emails automatically based on the trigger you set. Next, choose an event for Gmail. Depending on your workflow, this could be sending an email, creating a draft, or another Gmail action. Select the option that fits your goal, then log into your Gmail account when Zapier asks you to. Again, this allows Zapier to connect the two apps and complete the automation. Now that both your trigger and action are in place, click Build It at the top. This lets Zapier generate the workflow using the settings you selected. Before you go live, always test the automation first. Click Test Run so you can make sure the trigger and action are working correctly. Testing is a key step because it helps you catch any mistakes before the workflow is published. If the test looks good, go ahead and click Publish. That turns your Zap on and makes your email automation active. From that point on, Zapier will automatically handle the task whenever the trigger event happens, saving you time and helping you stay organized. And that's it. You now know how to use Zapier for email automation from start to finish. You learned how to create a Zap, choose a trigger, connect Gmail, test the workflow, and publish it. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.